Hi, everybody. I just want to have a bit of a chat to you about your attention and where your attention is during the day. You know, when you're at work, you've got responsibilities, but oftentimes we as human beings, we get a little bit lost and we lose track of where our attention is. Now, if I put it simply, a beam of light can be broken down into subatomic particles called photons. You can actually count the number of photons in a beam of light. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that attention can be broken down into units, and you have 1 trillion units of attention that you could use at any one time. Now, hopefully, while I'm speaking to you here right now, I've got all of my attention on who I'm speaking to. I'm looking directly to you through the camera, and all my attention's there. But see, attention can go out into the world like mine is now, or it can go back into your mind. And what would happen if I turned up to speak to you somewhere and we had some important things to talk about, but instead of me giving you all of my attention, a lot of my attention was directed back into my mind with concerns about life, maybe some worry about my kids or grandkids, or some financial concerns. You know, some of us, we can get to a point where we've got so much going on, we're ruminating over so many things, a huge percentage of our attention is directed back into our minds instead of being directed out into the world. When that happens, Elle Macpherson could walk past you and you wouldn't notice. Because whilst your eyes are open and you appear to be looking straight ahead, you've got no attention out in the world. Now, on a construction site, this is dangerous. It is really dangerous. So if you're walking around your site consumed with thought, or you've got too much attention on your mobile phone, you haven't got enough attention out in the world. So here's some advice that might really help you. Number one, if you turn up at work and you've got some stuff going on in your life, it's okay. You're a human being. Nobody said you shouldn't. But you need to go to your boss and say, listen, boss, I've got some stuff in my mind. I need to talk to somebody about it so that I can clear my thoughts a little bit and get my attention out into the world. That's being responsible. Don't try to hide it. Second thing, there's some really cool tricks that you can use to get your attention out in the world. One of my favorites when I walk onto a site, because I do want to be aware of what's going on the site, I'll look around for things that you wouldn't really notice or that I mightn't have noticed before if I was there last time. Because you're on the same site every day, when you step onto the site, just look around and see if you can find 10, 15 things on the site that you've never noticed before. That helps you get your attention out. And even better than that, I was reading an amazing article today, such a good article about awe. Now, awe is an amazing thing. You've all experienced it. It's that point where something happens out in the world and all of your attention gets dragged out of your mind, out into the world, onto that thing. Now, sometimes it can be as simple as watching a game of football and sitting there, and you might be critical about how the team's playing or what they're doing or who knows. And then all of a sudden, some player does something so magical, so incredible. Maybe it's a huge high mark or they, who knows. And then all of a sudden your mind is so blown by what you just saw that all of your attention goes out into the world. And in that moment, your whole universe relaxes. And this is the key. The more you can get your attention off yourself and out into the world, the less stress you'll have, the less anxiety you'll have, and the more relaxed you'll feel. So practice it. And one of the ways that you can do it is to find awe every day. Look around. Notice what's going on. You'll see people being really kind to each other, really good to each other. That might give you an experience of awe. Maybe it's a beautiful tree that you see that you walk past every day and you've never noticed it. Look at Mother Nature. See what's going on. And in there, you'll find some things that blow your mind. And the better you get at it, the more your attention will flow naturally out into the world. And then when you're on site, You'll have so much attention out that you'll notice things that you didn't notice before. And from that place, you might be the one who notices something that could have turned into a catastrophe simply because you had your attention out. And even more, you'll notice those subtle things that some of your workmates do or say that's so out of character that you can step up and get a bit interested and maybe help them with a difficulty that they're trying not to reveal. So all the best, get your attention out in the world and and really do some good work from that place. Thank you.